there's your fun fact for that one about Lynchburg. So when you do see it on the map, just remember, it's not anything derogatory. My name is Arnulfo Jr. Yeah. My art studio. No, wait, let me rephrase that. This is my student art studio where students come in for lessons. So this is where I teach at the, if I say this right, Academy Center of the Arts. I always say it wrong, but this time I did right. So this is where I teach classes which would run from anything, I would say adults to preteens. As you can see, it's a pretty big facility here, which we utilize. For myself, I am in charge, and I will move this around so we can carry it around and I can show you. I'm in charge of the teaching of the acrylics classes. And so that's what I teach here. As you can see here behind me, here is the station, which is the cleanup station, where I basically have to make sure everything is picked up after they're done and make sure everything is in working order. The paints that I have over here are the acrylics, which we use student grade, just the basics, just the facts. The basics, which are just for student use only. Here are the tables for the smaller kids, which would be the students that are the preteens, and this is the setup. When I'm teaching my drawing class, we usually get into everything from drawing faces to still lifes. So these are the positions in which I work with. Yes. So anyway, this is one of the facilities in which I teach. If you should have any questions regarding acrylic, oil painting, or anything that you have an interest in, let me know. Drop me a line. Or if you're interested in teaching, let me know. Drop me a line. I'm more than happy to help out. Been doing this for half a century, over half a century I've been involved. But it's been wonderful. Here are some of the works that some of my students have worked on. I can show you here. This is some of the stuff that they work on themselves. This is one of my up-and-coming students. Her name is Lovey, and this is another one of my students that I'm also working with too. This one here, her name is Maya, and she's been coming along. Actually, my students had an art show, which was back in July, August, June, May, middle of the year. And that was a very successful show. They're up and coming, they're 13-year-olds, but I'm telling you, some of them paint even better than I did. I have another student, her name is Marianne, and she is phenomenally gifted as well too, coming along very, very well. So anyway, this is the facility that we have. As you can see, it's rather large. So for now, from the Academy Center of the Arts in Lynchburg, Virginia, I'm signing off. Hey, sup? All right, done with the class. Gotta head out. I gotta get some stuff over at the at Kroger for Din Din. Gonna make tacos again. So, leaving the academy now and heading home. I'm on a honor Honor Art Society called Zeta Chi. Tonight, I am one of the officers, but tonight we've canceled the meeting. I happen to be the vice president. The president contacted me and she said that we should cancel, being that one of our officers is in Los Angeles for a convention. So I concurred, we agreed, and canceled, which is good because now I get some other stuff done tonight. So anyway, that's going to free me up and free my darling wife. We have a whole lot on our plate. I have my best friend coming in. He will be here Friday, he and his wife, Paul and Angie. And so we start having to get a lot of stuff ready for the house to be ready for their arrival. So, and then on top of that, I finished I believe I did it right, the literature, I always want to call it lecture, but it's a literature review, and moving forward on my dissertation, so feeling good about that. And finishing up the cartoons I have, which will be on this Thursday. What else? A litany of other things that I have to get done, which I know is on my chart, which I have to look at. My wife has, but right now we're in downtown Lynchburg. Which, by the way, speaking of Lynchburg, there have been some people who have asked me why would they name a city named Lynchburg? And I know it sounds like a derogatory statement, but keep this in mind. It's a last name. I went to school with a Hannah Lynch. There is Merrill Lynch, which are stockbrokers. David Lynch, who is a producer. So when you start talking in last names, here is a fact. Lynchburg was not named in a derogatory statement. It was named after John Lynch, who actually started a ferry on the James River. It became rather successful, and the family had flourished here. And he is actually a Quaker, so he was totally against any kind of slavery or any type of violence whatsoever. He is buried at the Quaker church just off Timberlake. Now, here's another thing that I don't know if I can confirm this or not. The story goes that the term Lynchburg actually came from his brother, which during the Revolutionary War, he would actually find those that were loyalists to the crown. And when he found out, he would actually hang them. Hence the term lynching was derived. Now, I haven't verified that, which I should, but that's supposedly his brother was where the term came from. But the term Lynchburg is not a derogatory name. It's named after a last name, no more than it would be Smithburg or Rustburg or Salzburg. Unlike on the West Coast, here on the East Coast, cities are named at the end with burg or field. Stanfield, Richfield. Here, it's either Lynchburg, Davisburg, Williamsburg, or Jamestown. That's not burg. But, so there's your fun fact for that one about Lynchburg. So when you do see it on the map, just remember, it's not anything derogatory. It's about a name, a person's name. And I know there's a lot of you out there, who have the last name Lynch in their name. So, anyway, that's one fun fact there for you. Well, I am now on Business 29 heading to Kroger, where I gotta pick up some supplies for taco
by so fast, like it had
seen a state trooper. I thought it was funny. Yeah. But it is fall.
Leaves are starting to change. We were hoping there'd be more leaves change by the time the Royals got here. But at least the weather is much cooler and it is cloudy.
I wouldn't really say overcast, but it's there's this beautiful deep purple red clouds.
For other people, it would be gray.
There's beautiful dark clouds. So I just finished a class, which was had 4 young ladies and 1 teacher, and very, very enjoyable. I like this particular class, this one that comes in. They're just really well mannered.
Actually, all my classes are, so
I really can't say that there isn't one particular class versus the other.
the Academy Center of the Arts is a place where I was really hoping to work, and now I'm now working, as I said earlier, doing the kids, and we haven't had an adult acrylic painting class, but I'm doing an adult drawing class and a preteen drawing class as well. So they're becoming pretty successful, and I'm also doing one at the Bauer Center for the Arts in Bedford. So they're expanding, and I'm enjoying it. As I said earlier, for you potential teachers or other artists as well, if you have questions about airbrushing, if you have questions about what type of airbrush,
If you're having problems with your airbrush, let me know. But if it has anything to do with oils, painting, color theory, I'm more than happy to help you out. So here we are. Kroger.
I'm checking on you.
Well, hello.
You got the fire going. You just
Yes.
look like a silhouette.
Would you like to come and visit?
Yeah.
look at that.
Ooh, look, it's burned down.
I heard the fire truck go by, and it
Yeah?
was like, the siren was really low, like it was about to make a turn. I'm going, they better not come up there. So, I think everybody in the neighborhood knows we're the only ones that have a fire pit.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful night.
it's beautiful. Can't really see anything in here.
I know.
Oh, kind of hazy.
Can't even see me, can you?
No, you're so dark.
What if I smile?
Oh, yes, there it is. Ding.
You see our teeth?
Yeah, totally.
I had a cousin, and his name was Pete Nava. And it was actually my Nina's cousin, so a distant cousin. Anyway, they had the girl who I went to school with, her name was Albertina, and they had a lot of brothers and sisters. So the youngest sister was probably about Eric's age. And
So around 6.
around 6, yeah. And I guess she saw her dad using the lighter fluid, and the fire was kind of going, and she squirted it, and it followed back, and it burned her severely. I mean, she survived, and she was scarred, but just the idea how simple something can be. And even Paul, I mean, he singed his eyebrow.
Oops.
I've got to say that story.
Yeah.
I was helping him back in California. They had.
This is our friend who's going to be visiting in a few days.
Yes. Oh my God, I got to tell this story. So at that time, I was in the fire department, and he called me at 6 in the morning, and I guess they had, because they only had burn time till noon, and he had piles of shrubs, and so the city or the county announced that it was a burn day. So he called me and said, "Get up here right now, we got a burn day." And I said, "All right, I'll be right." He hung up the phone. So I had to grab something to eat, and I grabbed my helmet, I grabbed my brush jacket, brush shirt, and went up. So as I pulled into the driveway, I saw this smoldering heap of half-burnt rubbish. He couldn't wait for me. So I went and knocked on the door, and I hear Angie go, "Come in." And I went in, and there was the back of, he was sitting in a chair with his face back toward me, and Angie just going, he couldn't wait. He just couldn't wait. And here she was kind of blotting his face with, I went around, and he had singed all his eyebrows and his hair all the way up to here. And I said, "What did you?" He goes, Well, I couldn't wait. You know, we had to get started. So what did you do? Here's what he did. He had the whole pile, and so he used gasoline. Thank you. And
No.
exactly. So he sprayed it all over the place. Well, he didn't realize this is a man who has his master's in education. He's just brilliant. So it took him a while to find something to start the fire with. Meanwhile, the fumes pocketed inside all that rubbish. So what does he do? He finds a match, not a match, and he goes up and he's lucky he didn't get killed or burned even worse. He had first-degree burns, second-degree burns, first and second-degree burns, but he had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, hair singed back to here. Oh, did he learn his lesson? I'm gonna have to tell him about that when he gets here.
Yeah.
Oh my! You just have to be
my
careful.
Gosh. Is the fire out?
Yeah, just about. Looks like it's now. It's just simmering.
Oh,
But look how nice it looks.
thank you, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very wary of fire. I don't trust it. So,
So let me tell you about me. My nephews, my niece, my littlest nephew Eric, decided to come over, and we had him over for a while. And so we said, "Hey, let's roast some hot dogs." So I said, "Okay, I'll start a little fire."
I asked you to start a little fire so it'll be ready in a few minutes for lunch.
Well, so I proceeded to cut the logs, and I had a nice triangle, and I guess it had to have been about a good 4 feet, maybe 5 feet
Hi.
high. It's a nice, yes. So it was dry, tender, perfect. Took the match, and it took to it. I'm not kidding. We had flames probably about a good 10 to 12 feet high. And my nephew, oldest nephew, Luke, was standing over. He had to go inside because the heat was so intense.
Yeah, front to our porch.
Yeah, I
You
think it
kind
was
of
a
see-
little big. We actually have some
Yeah.
pictures, so maybe my babes will post them and you
Yeah.
can see. You
Yeah,
might-
we might get kicked out of the neighborhood, so we'll see
Your
about
fire
that.
might be a little big when you have to bring your fireman's helmet out of retirement.
Yeah, it took about 3 hours for it to get low enough for us to just duck
But
and be able to do it.
it was under control.
It was under control. It was in the middle of the pit. I wasn't worried about that. I was just,
It was a little big.
yeah. I don't like it to get big. I forbade him. I forbade you from doing that again. I've asked you to please not do that.
It does.
Let's
It is
not
kind of
risk
scary,
it.
huh? If you
But
haven't.
mostly, we had to wait all those hours. We were dying to have a hot dog. So anyway,
But we did have hot dogs, right?
bigger. Well, yes.
They were good.
Just took a little longer. Turned out fine, but
Good night.
bigger's always better for you.
Yes. Oh,
All right.
I think we're pretty much
Think-
done here.
Yeah, you'll come back and check on it.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably it for the night. We'll just work on some stuff inside.
Yeah, I
and
got a few things
maybe
to
work
take
on a
care of.
mural. At Vector
Oh,
Space
tomorrow. Yes,
Yeah.
Vector Space. We got to work
Should
on
be
that
good.
mural. Get that, and that's going to be our new one that you're going to see. So we'll be able to work it. Now you get to
Yeah.
see an inside mural. So I'll stop talking for now. We will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh my god. Look at that small fire.
Yeah.
Oh, cute. That's so cool. What if we put it on Facebook? Because in here, and I think in your camera too, it makes it look so
Yeah.
fake. So people are going to see like, that's not a real fire.
I know.